almost every chemical company is currently investing heavily in AI digitalization and sustainability. Why do so many companies still feel like they are becoming slower instead of faster?
I think what we're seeing is that a lot of people are, in essence, are turning on AI. What does that mean? They're going enterprise GPT, they're going enterprise Copilot. But the reality is just by turning it on doesn't mean that you're going to find success, and it doesn't mean that you're going to enable a whole load of benefits. There's a whole lot of work you need to do before in terms of infrastructure, data quality, training. Is the board even lined up to the initiatives you're trying to carry out? Have you got the exec buy-in? Have you got the exec commitment to even go ahead? We're seeing that with a lot of companies, hence why we're running a lot of AI ambition workshops. But I think, do they think they're going slower? I think that they think that they're going to get benefits out of the box. You've got to understand, where is the value of getting AI in your processes? As a chemical company, you're looking at R&D, you're looking at supply chain, you're looking at your B2B interactions. How can you orchestrate and gain value in those processes? Where is that value lying? Doing that analysis and prioritizing it up front basically will give you almost like the cheat code to getting in and unlocking the value. We've seen all the studies. We've seen the 95% from MIT. We've seen in some of our own case studies in our FSI clients, in our E&C clients, whereby we're probably at maybe 85, 90% don't come out of POC. So doing that up front, and as I've already mentioned, infrastructure, data, modernization, training, AI and leadership commitment, you get those things lined up and you're going to go faster.
And many companies believe that introducing new AI tools automatically leads to a transformation. What's your point of view here?
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much about the tooling. One of the things we in Publicis Sapient talk about people and products. It is as much around people and the training and letting people understand how they can basically best use AI products. That's probably the absolute basis, rather than looking at actually which tool does what. I mean, I think we've got enough experience now to say that in a open, bundled, orchestrated world, one tool doesn't do everything, and it is really horses for courses. If you look, for example, at what we've been trying to do with Bodhi, where we've got multi-agentic solutions with an orchestration around it, that is a lot of answers with orchestration rather than just a single shot of an AI tool. And in many cases, I think a lot of us would say, automation, robotic process automation, RPA, can probably do the job as much as something that's agentic. So it's really understanding, what are you trying to solve? How are the people and how are our customers involved in that process? And how are we as Publicis Sapient, how are we coming to those customers with the right tools, in the right processes? Because getting close to the customer and really understanding their problem is really where the value lies. And we're seeing it, for example, in trading, in supply chain, in B2B, numerous examples of when we really understand the problem, we can really add value.